Hi everyone, this is Mrs. Sickle, and I'm going to be talking to you about MLA citations. These will be our bibliographies or works cited pages at the end of our essays, but they will also be in-text citations, which are citations that you add in your paper with your writing, which may be new to you as 7th graders, but this is now going to be an expectation that we have of you from here probably all the way through college. You're going to be using in-text citations, which are sometimes called parenthetical citations as well. So you have access to your notes page that's in Schoology, and you can use that notes page to kind of go along with the video. You may want to split your screen if that works best for you. But we're going to start with something that you will probably know about, and this is going to be those works cited or bibliographies that you see at the end of your essays. Anytime we use a source that we are planning on summarizing, paraphrasing, or quoting within our essay, we're going to need to create a bibliography entry for that. There are lots of sites actually, but the best site I feel like you should probably use is bibme.org. There are other sites that do just as good of a job, but this one is free and it's easier to use. So when we create a works cited page, we are going to use bibme.org. And this is after you've collected all of the appropriate information from each source. So some things to think about: finding out the author, the title, the page numbers, dates, publisher. Sometimes you may be able to find an editor, but we're going to collect as much information as possible. We're only going to really have to use bibme when we are using a source outside of a database, because you've learned about databases, and databases will already cite the source for you, which is awesome. So I'm going to show you how to use bibme.org. When you get to bibme.org, the page will look similar to this. You will have lots of options when creating a citation, but just know we will always use MLA format. And you will use MLA format for probably the majority of your high school career as well. APA is something that you will use once you get into college. So I'm just going to go ahead and select MLA format. And then it gives you these options, like you have a journal, website, book, video, other. Most of your research will probably be done online. So it's this really easy feature that we can just select a website here. You are able to search for this website by just putting in the URL or the link here. Now I've created a practice item for you, and we're going to go and put in that information into this bibme.org site so you can see how to create a bibliography entry. This is the practice information that I gave you, so you should be able to access this within your notes page, which may make it a little easier. So the best thing to do is really to take the link that you have here and to paste it in, and then we're going to search for the website. I'm going to go back to my notes so I can kind of show you what that will look like. So if I'm in your notes here, what I'm going to just do is copy this URL that I've given you from the Kansas City Star article. And we're going to go over here and we're just going to paste it in. We can then search for websites. You should see the article pop up. So we have, does KC have a shot at Amazon headquarters 2? I'm going to select that. But then I need to go through and make sure I have all of the information from the article. And you can see that on your notes page of the information I've selected. So in bibme, I also have options for this manual entry mode. It's probably just easier for you to just use what they have. So they already have like the website title, the article title, publisher. So I'm going to click Final Step here. Now I have a place to put in anything that I feel like I have missed. One thing you're going to want to make sure of, in this author category, it has combined them together. So I'm going to just say Mark Davis, which is the information that I have, and making sure I'm putting it in the correct spot. For the website title, it actually was the Kansas City Star. So I'm going to fix that and make that say Kansas City Star here. Then I have the URL. The published date or date posted was September 15th, so I'm going in and I'm just adding that information here. and date accessed is fine. Then I'm going to select Create Citation, and it pretty much does all of the work for me. Notice that the first thing in this citation is the author's last name. If I didn't have an author, the first thing there would be the article title. So I can keep building in all of my sources when I'm writing my essay and copy and paste it all at the same time. But for our purposes, I am just going to click Copy and Paste. Then I can go back to my notes, and you have a place here for you to also paste this in so you can see. And then you're also going to go ahead and post this in the discussion board, which is going to be the next item for you down on your to-do list. One thing with bibliography citations that I did want to talk to you about is that when we organize our bibliography sources, it will always be organized by alphabetical order of the first word. So the first word of our source was Davis. And so if I look over at my example, have an article that's advice from Bill Gates, well, that's going to come first. So we always organize it in alphabetical order by the first word. Now what you need to do is go and paste in that citation in our notes, and also go and paste it in the discussion board, and you're going to be ready to start learning about in-text citations next.